So first, if you want to scan from CorelDraw, so you go to File, Acquire, Image, and click on Select Source. So you choose your scanner and click on Select. And after you go to File, click on Acquire Image, and then Acquire. So once you click on Acquire, it depends upon what your scanner will do. It might be warming up the scanner first. Okay, so you click on Preview first, and then you are going to make sure that you click on your black and white photo, and then in the resolution, make the resolution 300 is fine. Okay, so make it grayscale because we're just doing black and white, and then you click on Scan. So after the scanning, this image here, the scanned image, will go straight directly to CorelDraw. So we'll just wait, and there you go. And there, it's in Corel now. Okay, so once you've scanned your image in CorelDraw, after the scanning, the image will be transferred right to the document of CorelDraw, like inside your drawing. Like here, it's already transferred. And if you notice, this is the scanned image. Okay. You're using marker. Okay, so I hit F4 to zoom out. And if you can click on the view, click on wireframe, you know it's a bitmap. Go back to view, click on enhance. Now the objective here is that we're going to do a trace on this this line drawing here. Even though I scan it as a grayscale, okay, that would be okay when we're doing tracing. So first you click on the scanned image, and then you click on trace bitmap. Okay, you just click on it, and you're gonna have these options here. Okay, we're not going to do quick trace, we're not going to do center line trace, we're going to do outline trace, and we're going to click on detail. It's either detailed logo or high quality image. I would choose detailed logo. Okay, if this one shows up, it just means to say that the bitmap is too big for the file is too big, so it's gonna be, so just click on reduce bitmap so that the tracing would be easier and it won't eat up the memory of your computer. So you click on reduce bitmap, and you're going to have this dialog box here. Okay. Now this is the original. Okay, preview. This is before and this is after the trace. Now in here you're going to have this dialog box here. Just gonna move this one so you can't really see. Okay, so now this one is already been traced, and if you notice here, you can click on the magnifying lens, and you can see here that it was already traced, but some of the details are lost. Right? So you can adjust it by here in the smoothing. You bring on the slider to the left side, and you just wait for a while, and then okay, so just do an experiment here. Okay, the smoothing, corner smoothness, until you have the right lines. And okay, I want to explain also about the colors. When you click on the colors here, right now it's grayscale, right? So I want you to click on black and white, so that it would be only limited to 2 colors. Like for example here, go back to setting here, you can adjust. This is what we really want. Actually, it's a line drawing, so if I zoom in here, that's what we want. Okay, don't worry about this one because you can always adjust this later on. Okay, and if you notice here, the lips disappeared, means to say you have to adjust the detail or the smoothing. I think you need more detail here. There. See, once I move the slider to more detail, the lips showed up. But again, if you go to colors, you only have two colors here, the white and the black. So go back to setting, and we zoom out here. Click here to zoom out. So you choose the zoom out icon and then click here. Okay. So this is fine. The checkered mark there means to say that is transparent. Okay. You can also actually delete a specific color by clicking on this specify color here, and then you click on this eyedropper tool and click, so you can. Okay. If you want to choose multiple areas, you click here and then hold on shift and click here and click here. So you're just deleting the background. And if you're all set, which this one looks good, and you click OK. And there, the trace drawing is already transferred. So I'm gonna move this over to the right side, left side. Okay, we go to the right side here. So this is the scanned image, and we'll just zoom in here and compare. It's pretty good actually. Okay. Now we're just going to delete that, the scanned image, and bring this drawing to the page. Okay. Now if you go to view and click on wireframe, you would see that it is vector image. Sometimes when you're scanning an object and then tracing it, you're gonna have this kind of like dots like that. Okay. So you click on the whole traced image. It's always grouped together when it's traced. So you ungroup it. So click on ungroup, and you delete these objects here that are not necessary. Okay. Now we go to view, click on enhance view. Okay. I want you to go to let's say I'm ready to color this, or before coloring, let's say I'm going to fine tune some of the lines. Okay, like for example here, so I click on it's already ungrouped, and you can go to your shape tool, and you can always edit the lines here. Let's say here I want to make it curve, so I click on my curve there, click here, curve. Okay. Okay. So here I can always select all of these nodes and then make it a curve, and then I can always adjust it. Okay. I'm going to do the fine-tuning later. I'm just going to explain how do we color this one here. Okay. Okay, now let's say I want to color this into like blue. Okay. There are two ways actually. You can click on this and then click on blue, right? Or different shade of blue. Or I would delete this one, or actually I'll do Control Z. You can also click on the Smart Fill tool, and then you choose a color here, let's say this blue, and then you just pour. Say here pour. Okay. That's another way too. Okay. Now let's concentrate on this hat here. Now let's say you want to put some shading. Let's say that's a nice blue already, and then let's say I want this one to have a shading here with a different shade of blue, a darker shade of blue. So I'll go to my Bezier tool, okay, and then I'm going to create a line. Okay. If you notice, I made a line into magenta so that I can see the line. Okay. So then you click on your Smart Fill tool, and see, since this one is intersecting, which I did that purposely, so that when I click on my Smart Fill here, See, I specified this as just making a different color so that I could see the whole, the contrast. Okay, so I'm going to delete this line which I created, and then this one I can always make it a darker shade of blue, and I'm going to remove the outline. Yeah. Okay, so same here. Let's see, I'm gonna make a shade here. There, let's see, that's my line. And I go to my Smart Fill tool. Okay, I can click on that one so that it fills the whole area, and delete the line that I created. And I can go to my eyedropper tool, click sample this color here, and then hold on shift and then pour. Okay, and then delete the outline. So that's how you color. Now you can experiment on the technique of others, and you can also do this. You click on this one here, and then you can make it transparent fill. Click on transparency and then click and drag. Okay, so you can do stylize, it's like watercolor effect. Here I'm gonna go to my transparency tool, click and drag. I have to remove the outline there. And there. So they say you can also do this. I think the transparency looks better than without transparency. Okay. Now let's say you're doing the skin color here. Okay, you can first go to your Smart Fill. Okay, but before that we specify a color. Let's say the skin tone would be let's just say this would be the skin tone. So color here first. Yeah. Okay. Now you can again make a shade. So for example, here I go to my Bezier tool. Let's say that's the shade of the hat. Okay, made it that way, and then I'll go to my Smart Fill, and I'll just make a different color now. There, and then I can delete this line here. Remove the outline. Okay, and then I can make a darker shade of this color here, or I can go to my I can make it the same color as this one. So I will go eyedropper tool, sample this color, and then hold on shift. Okay, so those are the same color, but now I'm going to select this one. So for example, I'm going to select this. I'm going to go to black, okay, to make a darker shade. Okay, so you hold on Control and then choose this one. See, it becomes darker. Okay, so I hold on, click on this object here, and then hold on shift to click this, and go to Control, and then there. Going back to our drawing here, let's say I'm going to color his cape here. So let's say I choose red for that. So click on my Smart Fill and then click on red, and just pour it, pour. This one, this one, this one, this one. Okay. And this one too. Okay. So F4 to zoom out. Okay. Now let's say you want a darker shade of red here. So what I normally do, I click on this object here, and I hold on Control and then click on black to make a darker shade until you're happy with the shade there. Now sometimes you want to put transparency. Okay, I'm choosing this one, which is this color here. Okay, in my keyboard I click on plus in my keyboard. Okay, those duplicated already, and I click on black. Okay, and I go to my transparency tool and I click and drag going up or click drag going down. So it's really up to you how you would want to do it. Okay, maybe you want the darker there. There. So with this one, same thing too. So you click on this object here, which is red, hold on control and then click on black here to make a darker shade. Let's say I'm happy with that, that's fine. Okay. Now let's work on the shirt here. So you click on your smart fill and then choose a color of the shirt. Let's say this color here for the shirt, and then click and click again. Okay. Now once let's say you want to put a shade here, you can always go to your Bezier tool and click make a line, let's say do that, and then smart fill tool, click here. Okay, you have the same color here, see, because I made a smart fill. But then I go to hold on control down and then go to your black in your palette here, and then you click until you have a shade of green, darker shade of green. I'm going to delete that line and I'm going to remove the outline. Okay, so let's say I want to do it somewhere here. So I click, 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 click there. And again, smart fill. I would actually I would click here, okay, and then I go hold and control and then I click until I have the darker shade. I did it too much. Okay. Delete, or if you want to be consistent, you click on your eyedropper tool, sample this color and then hold on shift and pour it to that, and then remove the outline here. Then you can continue doing it. Okay, so I'll sample the color here, hold on shift, 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 there you go. And then again, if you want to do a shading, I'm gonna make a green here. So I'll just continue the coloring. Okay, so once you've done that, let's say you want to put a drop shadow. I'm just gonna click on the edge. Okay, so I click on the edge. Okay, if you notice when I click on the edge, let's say I'm gonna move it here, that's the black, right? So what we're gonna do, we're going to go to effects and click on create boundary. So once we create a boundary, it's just going to get the silhouette of the drawing. So click on create boundary. Okay, now I have just the boundary, which is this. I'll just move it over here. So that's the boundary. I'll make the boundary black. Okay, I'm gonna go to arrange order to back of page. Okay, and click one more time. Okay, and then I'm gonna skew it. Click here and then go this way. There. I'm gonna remove the outline of that. I'm gonna skew it some more. Okay. And then I can click again and I can adjust it. And I go to my interactive transparency and click and drag. There. Hit F4. So now you can still fine-tune it. Let's say everything is done, everything is colored. You can still fine-tune it. Let's say here, I want to fine-tune that. Double click. So I can click here. There. If I want to remove those nodes, I can do it that way. There. Do this one. So then you can fine-tune it. So that's it. You can even add, you know, a shadow here too if you want. There. So I'll pour. Okay, doesn't matter the color. So click on sample this color and then hold on shift, sample this color too, and then choose this color. Okay, and hold the control and click on the black here to make a different shade of a darker shade of that color. Delete that line and remove the outline. Here. You can put here. So it's really up to you how you stylize it. But just giving you some ideas how to do it. Hold on shift, color, or actually I want to sample this color and then hold on shift and pour, and then remove the outline, and then remove the line that we created. That's it.